Alright, somebody wanted me to do a video on disease, and another person wanted me to do a video on vaccination. And while they obviously hinge together in this idea, everything comes down to frequency. Everything comes down to how your immune system works, and if people consider what the immune system is, it has something to do with your colon health. It has to do with when you're born, you're actually downloading the immune system of your mother, the memory of your mother through the first milk. The first milk has basically the entire immune system of the mother in it. So a child that consumes that is getting all of the information. So you have the information that you're getting through the blood, and then as you come out of the womb, there's another set of the the milk that comes out. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so this is the big thing in the health community about taking the colostrum of the cow. Well, there's obviously lots of reasons to use all sorts of product that from animals because you're going to be capturing the essence of that animal. But obviously, by using the source of your own creature, of your own creator, of your own mother, father, by collecting the colostrum of that being, you're downloading all of that information. Now, what happens in the human body? We have to look at it from the concepts that I've always delivered, that we have to look at the body first as an electrical system, second as a liquid system, and third as a mechanical system. By changing the paradigm of the way that you think about how the body functions, you can see things differently. Now, what happens when someone gets an immunity to to something, excuse me? What's occurring with in their immune system is it can either be vibrating higher or lower. Where something sits on all aspects of reality, you can avoid that by going above it or below it. If you think of it in the terms of an airplane, you can go below or above that and not hit it. And this is the same way that vaccination seems to work, by collecting the mercury, the salts, the plasma of another animal, and anything else they're putting in there, because you really don't know. If you play the science game if you want, but I'm not playing that here. We're getting right to what's really occurring, what's really happening with frequency, and how this reality is functioning. So the if you think of things in the terms of, look on the left side of the page, every organ in the body has a frequency it resonates at. And disease does as well. Dis-ease and inharmony and harmonics, and things that don't work together, so they're out of order. Now those specific diseases, as well as what this is why kids end up with autism and all of these other spectrum, they call them spectrum disorders. Are they on the spectrum? Because basically there are heavy metals and salts that are going into the brain, as I've done in many of my other videos. Feel free to get into all of those. And within the body, that is causing arcs of information to bypass things and to jump over things and to have miscommunications happening in the body. And these have to do with the frequency of things occurring. This is why kids with autism, the frequency at which they might do a pattern of something is a short. So there's a short circuit occurring. And so this would be looking at the frequency quite different, how often something's occurring. And so diseases, whatever it might be, and whether they come through eating, and again, this all comes through deity, diet, the things that we're consuming. So if that consumption is through a needle, or if that consumption is through the mouth, or if that consumption is through listening to the same music, all of these things are patterns and frequencies that go into the human body that become something. So these vaccinations or eating patterns or whatever it might be, there are just frequencies of things occurring. And so we can bypass these, and we can clean the body of these frequencies by doing something that will eliminate, destroy, or get rid of the frequency of what's occurring. So if that frequency happens to be in the form of what a salt is, by cleansing the body with um, chlorella, green foods, lots of water, distilled water, even getting into the urine therapy, getting into using clay internally as well as on the skin to pull toxin out. And when you say toxin, you're talking about salts, you're talking about bacteria, whatever it might be, but removing those things from the body. So again, we have to consider the stagnation of something. And usually what these vaccinations are stagnations of a certain frequency within the human body. And it keeps people, the idea is, people won't get these diseases because they're beneath the frequency that these diseases would exist at. They're not above it, they're below it. But you can equally go above that frequency. Now, by going above that frequency, there's a chance that you go through it and break that frequency. Meaning, and happens with all disease and people saying they're getting, oh, I'm getting sick because I'm juicing. No, you're vibrating faster, so you're breaking things within your body of certain frequencies. And as your body is getting rid of it, you're pushing it out through the skin, you're getting diarrhea, and you're seeing the results of your body breaking through a frequency. And that, at certain times, is in the form of acne. It's in the form of whatever, um, whatever feeling you might have, and it's getting through that and breaking it. It's like they even say it within you have a flu, breaking the flu, and the reason that even a flu happens is because the body is heating up to burn something off. There's no, that's supposed to occur. You're not supposed to contain the fire. Yeah, there's a certain degree you should with plant life and certain elements, but the fire is to burn off what's offending the body. It's like when people get a cold, they do all these things to stop the cold. No, you want to be congested. You want to have all of your mucus. What's occurring is that's actually going and grabbing onto everything in your body that's offending your body and removing it. Better out than in, right? So diarrhea, sneezing, coughing, snot, that's getting things out of your body that shouldn't be in there, but everybody stops it. Okay, then it backs up and goes to the next organ. And you're further pushing back whatever it is that your body wanted out of it. And so the basic concept here, again, is we can change frequencies with our brain, we can change frequencies in our body, we can change our patterns, our habits, the things we consume, and most directly through the physical format, we can put things into our body which will remove the obstacles, remove the frequencies, remove the offending unit, whether it be salt or poison or heavy metal, and get that out of the body. So one last time, just looking at this little diagram on the right-hand side, those are all ideas. You have the green, the brown, the red, the pink. I mean, you could think of it in the terms of one of those things is a certain frequency, a certain harmonic. Now, if you go and change that, if you change what your body vibrates at, then you can miss that frequency completely, or break through it, or never see it. Just like you can't see, using a little bit of a different idea, like you take in the five senses, you can't see the smell, you can't hear the taste, because even though it's harmonic, it's on a different thing, so you don't experience it through that. So your body, in the same way, won't experience whatever it is of that harmonic, that if it's a lower harmonic, your body won't experience it. You bypass it, you go above it, you float over it. Because it's just you're not on that level. But when you stick things in your body that are on a certain level, through any one of your senses, that's what you experience. So cleanse your body. You can always, if anybody this is just for anybody. I mean, we all came out the womb and got needles stuck in us, but anybody that has the choice to put a child through the grueling, disgusting, whatever it is that people go through at in the hospital now, with however many needles they stick in people, how bizarre! What a crazy ritual. However many going and getting the foreskin removed. What a bizarre notion. Like, so all of these weird things that happen, like, most of them, when in the terms of what we've been fed, what we've been injected with through all of our orifices, through our ears, our eyes, even through our skin, through a needle, which, there's obviously so many things bizarre about that. We can bypass that. We can, in the future, decide to, oh, well, they put something in my body, so let's get rid of it. Let's destroy whatever that might be and push it out the back door, out the skin. So that's pretty much the rundown. It's really all disease is the same thing: clogging up of tubes, clogging up of organs, having a lower frequency, and getting rid of those things. And anybody that wants to get into using aromatherapy and oils and high vibrational food, that's the real deal stuff. And there's also going and just getting rid of all the frequencies in your body by fasting. That's the quickest way. It's the fastest. So cheers, everybody. Hope you enjoyed.